Slightly different, but let me give it my best shot. My name is TINDU LISSU, you probably know already. And back in Tanzania, I serve as a member of parliament. And within parliament, I serve as the chief whip of the official opposition of the parliament of Tanzania, as well as being a spokesman of the opposition and a shadow minister of constitutional and justice affairs. Apart from my work as a member of parliament, and a prominent one at that, I also serve as the president of the Tanganyika Law Society, the National Bar Association of mainland Tanzania. Now, we are met here today outside Nairobi Hospital because of what happened to me 4 months ago on 7th September 2017. On that day, when Parliament was in session, in broad daylight, outside my home, and I live in a government housing compound which is guarded 24 hours, I was attacked by unknown assailants and I was hit 16 times by bullets. And those who have seen my car, they say it has 38 bullet marks in it. I survived not only through the grace of God, but because my party leaders decided to rush me to Nairobi Hospital, where I have been since the night of 7th of September of last year. So before I proceed too far, I think it is quite in order, first of all, to extend my gratitude, really, to the doctors, nurses, and employees, and any other person who is connected with the Nairobi Hospital, not only for saving my life, because I was brought here half dead, but also for mending my body. When I was brought here, my right leg, the one that you see is extended, had been broken in 3 different places by bullets fired by those assailants. My left side, just below the waist, had been hit twice. All my arms had been pulverized by bullets. I was hit, as I said, 16 times. In the cause of saving my life and mending my body, the doctors in the Dodoma General Hospital, where I got first aid, but particularly here, extracted 8 bullets from different parts of my body. One remains lodged just behind my spine, and the experts here have said that is harmless. It would be more dangerous to try to extract it than to leave it where it is. Today I stand before you because of the work of the doctors, the nurses, and the employees of this hospital. I'm wound-free. All the wounds, the many wounds that I had, have healed. All the broken bones have been mended. I had 17 surgeries, and I can declare before you, they have not only healed, I'm stitch-free. Again, thanks to the expertise and the dedication of the doctors and the nurses of Nairobi Hospital. It will also be not good if I did not recognize the massive contribution of my own party and its leaders. One of the miracles that led to my saving my life was the decision by the National Party chairman, Mr. Freeman Mbowe, who is with us here today, and the leader of the official opposition in Tanzanian parliament, to insist, despite the objection of government officials and the leadership of the Tanzanian parliament, that I must be brought to Nairobi. They wanted to take me to Dar es Salaam, where I would have been completely at their mercy. My mwenyekiti insisted that Mr. Lissu will go to Nairobi and will be treated in Nairobi. It is one of those miracles that saved my life. So mwenyekiti, asante sana for your stubbornness, because I'm told, I was half dead by then, I was told you put your foot down, and finally I was brought here. My family is here with me today, and my dear wife has been on my side since that day until today. She's not here right now because we are supposed to travel tomorrow, and I'll talk briefly about that later on. But my wife is not here with us today. She's out in town trying to arrange for our transportation tomorrow. But I have my boys here. I have Agostino Lissu and his twin brother Edward Bulali. They are behind me. I have my eldest brother and the spokesman of our family, Advocate Alute Simon Mwai. My family has been a bedrock. They have been completely supportive, and I think it is appropriate at this stage to recognize not only their dedication, but probably to say that's what families are for. That's what brothers are for, and that is, I think it is very important to point that out. I was hit 16 times, as I say, by what are called unknown assailants. As I speak today, the government of Tanzania and the police force has not said who is the suspect. It has not made a single arrest. It has not given a single report of any investigation. They have not even interviewed me, and I've been interviewed by journalists from across the world. But the Tanzanian police force has not interviewed. I would be the first witness if there was any future case. The police force of Tanzania has not even interviewed me to explain what transpired that fateful day. It has not, apart from making threats against my driver who was with me, it has not made any effort to interview him. In short, there is no investigation going on in Tanzania in respect of this assassination attempt. And I dare say there is not a single investigation going on because I wasn't supposed to leave. Because those who were sent to kill me were not sent to kill me not because of any business deal gone sour, not because I'd have fought with anybody, but because of the political position that I have taken for many, many years, even before I became a member of parliament, but especially so after 2010 when I first entered parliament. I was shot 16 times for denouncing President Magufuli who since coming to office has turned the country literally into a police state, where newspapers are closed for criticizing the president, radio stations are shut down, newspapermen and other journalists are arrested, beaten up, where even to post a single message on WhatsApp criticizing the government or any of its plans has become a criminal offense. I was shot 16 times for opposing a dictatorship that has been creeping in Tanzania since 2015. That is what I can say anywhere, anytime, and I will defend it. Before I was shot last year, I had been arrested 8 times between June 2016 and July of last year for a variety of reasons, but all have one thing in common: criticizing the government or the president or his ministers or his policies. And that is why, since the attempted assassination, the president has not made a single statement, a single public statement. I'm told he tweeted like Trump. I don't believe Magufuli can tweet like Donald Trump. So that tweet I don't believe came from Magufuli. He has not made a single public statement denouncing an attempt on a political leader and a member of parliament and one of the prominent leaders inside parliament. Not a single other government leader has made statements condemning this attack. The speaker, I said I'm a member of parliament. We have a law that requires parliament to take care of a sick MP. And we've been doing this for years. I have been hospitalized in Nairobi for the past 4 months. The Parliament of Tanzania has not paid a single penny in my medical costs. The Parliament is supposed to pay for my upkeep when I'm hospitalized. It is supposed to pay for the upkeep of whoever escorts me in the course of my treatment. They have not paid a penny. Not a single leader of parliament or employee of Parliament of Tanzania has visited me in hospital during this period. And I dare say it is because there was no plan B. They had no plan B. I was not supposed to leave. They sent assassins. The kind of firepower that they brought, they knew I will not survive. That is why they made no plans whatsoever for my treatment to date. Politicians, elected officials, like members of parliament, have certain immunities, have certain legal protections. They cannot be attacked. They cannot be arrested. They cannot be molested when they are performing their official duties. That is the law that is recognized all over the world. I was attacked while attending a parliamentary sessions. I was attacked while performing my official duties. I was supposed to be assassinated so that those in power, those who hold political power in Tanzania today, would probably rest, would probably get some respite from my continual criticism. So this was a political assassination, pure and simple. Targeting their critics for killing, for assassination, it is time for the international community to step in. It is time for our regional and international friends to step in and say, now we cannot allow this. And I speak before you here today, asking you to send the word out to our friends within the region. We are part of the East African community. To our friends outside East Africa. To our friends wherever they may be internationally. To the international community to get involved in Tanzania, because if we all keep silent, if they keep silent for this or that reason, we are sliding very fast down the dangerous road of dictatorship. And it is not just Tanzania that will be affected. You Kenyans know very well what can happen when you have a government that believes that the word of the president is the law of the land. So it is time for the international community, for those who call out themselves the friends of Tanzania, to intervene. The government of President Magufuli should be told to stop. It should be told to observe the laws of Tanzania. We don't have a law that allows the government to assassinate its opponents. We do not have a law that allows the government to abduct its critics. And too many people have been abducted. Too many people have disappeared. Too many people have been arrested and charged in courts simply for expressing their opinions, which may not be what the government of the day would like to hear. So I wish you all members of the press to inform your audiences, wherever they may be. Tanzania is not what it used to be. Tanzania has become a land of horrors, a land where MPs can be shot dead, can be shot because of what they are doing. It has become a land where lawyers, and I speak as president of the Law Society, where lawyers can be bombed for doing their work, for representing their clients, where lawyers' offices can be broken into at night, where lawyers can be arrested, where lawyers can be, we have one of the most prominent lawyers in Tanzania in jail for what appears, to me at least, as completely trumped up charges of money laundering. One of the most prominent and respected lawyers. Now,
7 years.
Yeah, and my teacher. So we have, it has become a land of horrors, where no one is safe, where bishops, prominent bishops, can be called by immigration officials to explain their citizenship simply because of giving summonses in church, criticizing the government or the president or the president's policies. It is time our friends internationally intervene. This is the message that I bring to you all. If I have forgotten anything, I would be very happy to answer your questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Lissu. I think it is very satisfactory anyway by itself, but I understand for media to have additional things is very important for them as well to make their news more constructive and good for their audience. So we'll be ready to allow some few questions. You may ask it in English or Swahili, and the response will be according to the language that you have asked your question. So
before you start with your questions, you know, when you have been in hospital as long as I have been, you tend to forget. Please, with apologies, please allow me to recognize the presence here today of the Vice President of Tanganyika Law Society, and 3 members of the governing council of the Tanganyika Law Society who have joined us today. Vice President Gwilimi, if you may show yourself, please.
I'm here. Good afternoon.
Members of the council, Aisha, Ken, and Cinda, wherever you may be, please.
Aisha, you know where to be seen around?
I thought I saw Lambaji Madai.
Yes.
Oh, please, thank you so much. I thought I saw Wakili Mariam Othman. Thank you, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Those are members of the governing council of the Tanganyika Law Society who are with us here today. I think I will not be forgiven if I did not recognize the presence of the organizer of this event and someone who has been by my side since I was brought here, Mr. Hemedi Ali Ngwadu, the gentleman before you. So there are too many people. My driver and the guy who gave me the biggest hit on my neck, which perhaps saved my life. Adam, wherever you may be, tafadhali nyosha mkono watu wakuone. Mapolisi wa Tanzania wamtafuti awape ushahidi, wanamtafuta wamkamate kwa sababu alikuwa na mimi siku anataka kuniua.